And welcome to TV47 Prime. Now, tonight, as artificial intelligence continues to shape how we live, work and communicate, we take a closer look at the opportunities it presents, the challenges it raises, and what the AI revolution means for our future. This and much more coming up in this broadcast. My name is Peter Kamau. Our sign interpreter is Rhoda Nyamai. Let's get started. Former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua is now charting his next political move following Monday's High Court ruling that upheld his impeachment but found that his right to a fair hearing had been violated. Rejecting the 50 million shillings compensation awarded by the court, Gachagua insists that justice, not money, is at the heart of his battle. He has now announced plans to challenge the judgment, embark on a 45-day political consultation tour from his Wamonyoro home and push for the formation of a united opposition front ahead of the 2027 general election. Our political affairs reporter Mike Kagwongo gives us more details.
The High Court decision on former Deputy President Rigathi's impeachment may have marked the end of one legal chapter for Rigathi Gachagua, but it has also opened a new political battlefield. Speaking a day after the judgment, the former deputy president dismissed the court-awarded compensation, arguing that his fight has never been about money, but about defending the Constitution and the will of the millions of Kenyans who voted for him.
The 50 million Kenya shillings awarded to me is an insult to my fundamental rights and freedoms and a mockery of the Constitution. We are not interested. Money was never the issue here. Justice and constitutional supremacy was.
Gachagua insists the court contradicted itself by finding that his right to a fair hearing was violated during the impeachment process, while at the same time allowing the impeachment to stand.
Decisions made in violation of the constitutions are null and void. Lord Denning in McFoy declared that if an act is void, then it is, in law, a nullity. It is not only bad, but incurably bad.
Maintaining that the impeachment process was unconstitutional, Gachagua says he has already directed his legal team to appeal the decision, expressing confidence that higher courts will eventually vindicate him.
For avoidance of doubt, I moved to the High Court to fight for my rights and those of Kenyans who participated in the 2022 general elections that have been violated. My prayer was to seek the quashing of an illegal process of impeachment. It is only after the determination of illegality, as has already happened, and setting aside of the impeachment, as should have happened, we were to consider asking for damages for constitutional violations.
The former deputy president argues that all legal avenues must be exhausted before any questions can be raised about his eligibility to seek elective office.
This is a desperate and false propaganda by those terrified of my candidature. Article 99, Sub-Article 3 of our Constitution provides, in clear and ambiguous terms, that no reason, no person shall be barred from vying as a candidate in any election unless and until all avenues of appeal are exhausted.
Beyond the courtroom, Gachagua is now shifting his focus to politics. After recent engagements across the country, he plans to spend the next 45 days at his Wamonyoro residence, holding consultations with supporters, opinion leaders, clergy, professionals, and political allies.
That I remain committed to work with my colleagues in the United Alternative Government towards the cause of a single presidential flag bearer. I remain hopeful that I will be that candidate for the election of the presidency.
Whether the courts ultimately overturn the impeachment or not, Gachagua's latest declaration signals that his sights are firmly set on 2027, with Wamonyoro emerging as both a political command center and the staging ground for what could become one of Kenya's most consequential opposition campaigns.
Hakuna maswali. Nafikiri is very clear.
Mike Kagwongo, TV47, Nairobi.